Hi, Master Chia.
Hi.
My name is Gregory, and this is Master Mantak Chia. We would like to make interview. Master Chia, you know that your most popular interviews were normally on healing love, like multi-orgasmic men and women, and these videos were taking like millions of views. What do you think? Why is like that? What is the secret?
Because people, everybody will experience love or sex, okay? I mean, most of the people. In the Tao theory is that we come to this world, we need to carry on the next generation. So that is, we call the commitment or the duty of human. So when we marry, we commit to stay together and have a family, have children, and this. So that's why sexual energy is the most important energy in our life. The Tao said when we talk about sexual energy, that means life force, the essence of your life force. When people have no sexual energy, they're low, they don't have life force to go on, and they have low energy, and they're not active. So that's why in the Tao says sexual energy is a very important energy. So there's the first one we call return the sexual energy up to revitalize the brain. And this practice is dated back, it's about 3,000 years old. And they always talks about return the sexual energy up to revitalize the brain. And now the scientists I think last year, the research, they said, sexual energy is the same energy as the brain. They said, in the Tao said when people are carelessly always ejaculation out and over have sex every time ejaculation out. Now you empty the brain. But in the Tao said, you don't have to ejaculation every time. So the Tao have a table. How old are you and how many days you can ejaculation? So they say this is longevity. If you just don't have to do anything, just follow this timetable, you live longer. We call the orgasmic upward draw, okay? This orgasm energy is, the number one is gland system. We call arousal energy. When we activate the nipple, activate the thymus, activate the thyroid, plantar, all the gland system, the pituitary, the thalamus, hypothalamus, the pineal gland, all the gland system. And we have a thymus gland, and we have the adrenal gland, we have pancreas, and the spleen, pancreas. There's all this endocrine gland system. We have adrenal, and then we have prostate gland, we have testicle, we have ovary. That is all the gland system producing hormone and sexual energy. So that's why sexual energy is the best energy that if we learn how to harvest this back and strengthening the brain, strengthening the organs, strengthening the whole body, you get healthier. You live longer, healthier, and smart. You don't lose your brain. When excess ejaculation, you lose the brain.
So does it mean if a man has excess ejaculation and, for example, masturbate a lot, does he lose his life power and his health?
Yes. So that's why you still just nothing change much. You still can masturbation, you still can have your sex life, and all you have to do is you just follow a timetable alone. You don't have to do much anything, and now you live longer. We call longevity sexual practice. Okay.
Wow, and so the Taoist has these secrets for so many years, and is it fair to say that you were the first person who started to share this knowledge?
That means the knowledge is going back a few thousand years. And in China, when I learned with my master also, they think that this thing is only one-to-one basis teaching, okay? And they've been transmitting like that. So they have one saying said, whoever received the practice, so they have 3 rules. Number 1, you need to pass this one down, okay? And number 2, if you don't pass down this practice, the heaven will punish you, okay? And if you pass down this practice down to the wrong person, the heaven gonna punish you. So the Tao master, they will watch the student 3 years or 6 years or 9 years, and sometimes up to 15 years, 20 years like that. So when you watch the person, after 5 years, 10 years, you started to know that this person is that good or bad, okay? And they get older also. So now, at least they cannot do very big harm, okay? So that's why they say the Tao Master watches the student 3 years, 6 years, 9 years, and 18 years, and even go up. So that's why in the Tao said, this practice have to pass down, but you cannot pass to the wrong person.
If your master told you like you cannot pass it to the wrong person, to wrong people, right, these techniques, how you can be sure that the general public will not use it in a wrong way?
So I very emphasize in the basic, the inner mind, learn how to love yourself first, smile to yourself and love yourself. That's the first step. So when people learn how to smile to themselves, and when you learn how to radiate out the love to balancing with all the other organs, so we grow the positive, it will be balancing with the negative. So easier, okay? All you do is just think good, do something good, very everyday little goodness. The knowledge, the conscious, the religious, always talk about the be good person, be kind person. And the Taoism, we are not involved with religious, but we talk about how can you develop your own self? How can you understand yourself? And nothing involved with God, nothing involved with religious, nothing is you. You yourself. And when you can develop yourself good, love yourself, now you can help people around you. That's all. So when I'm healthy and happy, I can help other people. So in the Tao say, don't right away help people until you started to realize you need help and you get yourself fulfilled and develop them.
So does it mean that the practices you teach, especially in this sexual alchemy, healing gloves, that there are safe practices that you give to the people and they cannot make harm to themselves or to other people, right?
Yeah, so the structure that we do, the healing love, the first thing you activate we say understand the arousal energy. So we said we have the nipple. That is a master gland to arousal the loving energy. So when we arousal, and now we know that arousal is activate all the gland system. So the Tao said, this is the master gland. So you activate nipple and you can activate the thymus, thyroid, parathyroid, salivary gland, pituitary gland, thalamus, hypothalamus, pineal gland. And you go, from here you go down to all the other glands. So when we feel arousal, we feel so good, we have so much energy, we want to make love like that. But when people have so much energy and make love, for men, when they ejaculation, they're exhausted. That means that the penis gets softer and they get exhausted and there's no energy. And if they are older, they take maybe a few days to recover, not like younger person. So that's why when people learn how to make love in the right way, they get healthier. And they know timing and know how to harvest this arousal orgasm backward, because that is the best energy we have. So I would like to invite you to this summer retreat with this beautiful place, good air, good water, and good chi. You have so many good air. We are away from the city about 24 kilometers only. You have your own world of peace, calm, peace, and energetic place for you. So invite you to come for the summer retreat.
Great, let's dive into this topic, how you can use this powerful source of energy, sexual energy, to benefit yourself and not lose your energy, your health. So if we speak about the man, how man can become multi-orgasmic, what is the secret? So
the first thing, again, we're talking about that. When we come to this world, we have a mission to pass down the best thing to the next generation. So passing down is create, we call the sperm and egg. So it's a healthy, perfect sperm and healthy, perfect egg, they come together, we have a healthy baby, healthy next offspring. So that's why the sexual energy in the Tao practice, because that is involved with passing down to the next generation. Okay, so that's why they have a lot of practice. So the simple practice is that, hey, you don't have to eat. You can make love according to your age and how many times a day you can ejaculation. Okay, so that's why I have a timetable. You can make love as you want, but don't have to have ejaculation every time.
And what is the secret of having ejaculation?
Yeah, so the secret is that we call it learn how to have multi-orgasm and drawing this. Every time you feel orgasm, that is the top energy of your organs, your gland system and organs come together. So now these two energy represent a whole human. So this energy, when we arousal orgasm, if we don't want children, if we can learn how to harvest this energy back, you have the best energy in your life, because that is going to be creating another whole human. Human is so intelligent and they need a lot of very good energy to pass down to the next generation.
Yeah, definitely we should not lose this energy if we don't want to have a baby, right? So we need to harvest it.
Harvest it back.
Yes. So for the man, let's speak for example for the man, what is a major point that you don't ejaculate? Because I think it's most practical thing that a man wants to know what to do that they don't ejaculate.
So the whole Tao, they say, that 7 and 8 we say like you're cooking. So that Tao, they always like to compare like cooking. When you are cooking or when you're steaming a fish, if you steam the fish up to 7 and 8, that means the fish just right, just right, not overcooked, not undercooked, and that the fish tastes the best. Okay. Now the same thing is when we have 7 and 8, you feel aroused. So that in the Tao said when you 7 and 8, that means you make love, you feel so highly arousal orgasm, but you in control. You feel that I still in control, but you feel so high, so orgasm, arousal. Now that's the time. But when you go up to 9, you're close to ejaculation, you have no way to control and ejaculation. So that's why in the Tao say, when you feel this arousal orgasm energy, now you harvest them. 7 and 8, you feel, I feel so highly arousal, I can go on, but you feel that, oh, that is the time I can harvest this energy back. So now this energy, when you feel it, so you draw them upward. So in the first one in the Tao said, learn how to draw energy up to the spine, and we call return the sexual energy, revitalize your brain. That's the first step. Brain, we use so much brain, okay? When people think too much, use too much, and uncontrollable ejaculation and sex, and so in the Tao said, sensibly, learn how to be. You don't have to be ejaculation every time, because you don't want baby, you don't want anything, you just want arousal orgasm, okay? And this one can give you. But ejaculation is the end of orgasm. It's finished. We have to learn how to separate the orgasm and ejaculation. And that is the key that I teach, okay? And when you learn how to separate it 1 time, 2nd time, 3rd time like that, so sometimes you try and fail. It's okay. You know, you're going to make love another few 100 times, 1,000 times already. So you try and fail, and finally I get it. So many people that learn from me, when they get it, they say, Master, this is the best thing that they learn. And they have more energy, they have more mind power, they have more brain, and they attract money and energy and attract abundance. Without this good energy, you cannot attract more better energy.
Well, this is amazing. It's hard to believe it's possible, and the human body is able to do it. To clarify, so you are speaking about 7 and 8 to stay in control. What scale are we talking about? What is 1 and what is a 10?
So 1 to 6 we call arousal state. So So we're hugging, kissing, licking the nipple, playing with the clit, and all these things. So we call arousal state, okay? So arousal state, so sometimes they have the mu-line, and then you have the spinal cord, you have buttock area. That is very sensitive area. Okay. So the front part, you have the mu-line go all the way down, like that. That's all the gland system, okay? So when you activate this, we call mu-line, the arousal. When the arousal state is coming up, now the organ going to give energy. We call orgasm state. Organ give the best energy out. Because the organ, they only know that you make love, you want to have baby. And they don't care about you just fooling around. They don't care about that. But they will prepare this best energy for you to have baby.
So does it mean this 1 to 6 is a softer
arousal state, yeah.
And 7 and 8
is the orgasm state.
So it's like quite a high vibration already.
Vibration. Right? So now in the orgasm state, you have to know where you have to stop and where you're going to harvest the best energy back. It's in the 7 and 8.
And what is 9 and 10?
9 and 10 is no control anymore. You go to 9 and you go to 10, it's ejaculation.
Okay, so 10 is ejaculation and
right.
It's the sex is finished.
Right.
Yes, it's amazing. So can you please emphasize like what is difference if you are multi-orgasmic in this Taoist way, like you harvest the energy in 7 and 8, but you don't have this peak orgasm, right? If you stay in this 7 and 8.
In the teaching, we always give them a few choices. You can have multi-orgasm, very high, and finally, you already harvest enough energy back. And finally, you want the ejaculation, you lose much less energy. And you compare them that you just make love and very quick and ejaculation. But you have multi-orgasm, harvest energy 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, at least 3 or 4 times. You harvest the energy back. And when you ejaculation, you feel that you lose much less energy. Yeah.
Oh, so you still can ejaculate and
you can ejaculation, but
benefit.
You have to go to at least 3 or 4 harvesting the arousal orgasm energy. Because this is the major energy we want. Okay. If you harvest a lot of energy back, ejaculation, the energy you lost very little.
So if you do it properly in the Taoist way and you stay in control, will you have this
orgasm? So we call multi-orgasm. You have 1 orgasm and you down a little bit and you go up again, 2nd orgasm higher than normal person now. You go to another, hold the orgasm, control ejaculation, and you go up higher. And you go down a little bit and you go up higher. So the peak is get higher. Now, in normal people, it go really arousal, orgasm, bang, and very quick ejaculation, we call Big Bang theory. So go up and bang down, finish. So if Big Bang, it finished already. So you never experience a very high multi-orgasm and higher and higher and higher level. It's totally and different because when you have 1 orgasm, 2nd orgasm, 3rd orgasm, it multiply. And the energy are double and triple. Yeah.
So in this way, in the Taoist way, you build up your orgasm. It's not so fast, but it's softer, but
and you
eventually it's even higher than normal orgasm, right?
It's just like you climbing a mountain, you're running up, and after that, you're exhausted. That's it, finish. But the people walk slowly, they can walk from the morning to the evening, and they get higher.
And they don't get tired.
And don't get tired, because they slowly walk, and they get higher and higher and higher.
Yes, thank you, Master, for sharing these secrets with us. It's like so fascinating, and you explain it in so simple way. So I hope everyone got it. So if we speak about how to stay in control and harvest energy, what the people should do, except joining your class, but what if they are at home, what they should, and reading your books, what they should do, what exercise they can help them to last longer and stay in control.
So we have a practice which a lot of people think they know it, but in Tao it's different. So we have to keep the anus and pelvic floor strong. So we call it pelvic floor. Now the West is started to understand that pelvic floor is the only one floor that we have, okay? Because human standing up, so this is the bottom floor, which is, if this bottom floor are weak, now the whole building will corrupt down. So that's why in the Tao, very emphasize this. We only have one floor, okay? And the animal, they are 4 legs, so they have much bigger pelvic and abdominal is much bigger. So that's why in the Tao, when we stand up, all the head weight, all the neck, the brain, the neck, the organs, the bone, they all set down on the pelvic floor. So that's why in the Tao said, keeping the pelvic floor strong, not only muscle, but it's also energy. In this area, from the navel down to this area, we have the most sexual energy. There's so much sexual energy here. So when this area has so much sexual energy, now when this one is sac, the sexual energy, life force, what we call life force, is leaking out. Okay, sexual energy is life force. So it's leaking out. So that is the worst thing. So because we have 3 openings, we call 3 yin gate. So we have the anus, lower part, we call the anus one yin gate. And we have the opening of the vagina, open the penis, is 2nd gate. And the lady is a cervix, is have an opening. And a cervix, there's an opening there. And men, we have a prostate gland. Between the prostate gland, there's sperm, the urine go through, and the sperm go into the middle of the prostate gland. So that's why take care of pelvic floor, take care of prostate gland, and lady take care of the anus, vagina, and the cervix. So that's why they have not only working on the pelvic. Pelvic is the floor, but you have to understand the vagina, you understand the anus, you understand the uterus, understand the prostate gland. So we have to separate all this. The pelvic floor is all involved with all these things, okay? So people only learn pull up the pelvic floor and release, pull up the, but we missing where the important organ is. So that's why we call the pelvic floor is a floor by holding so many vital organs we have. And we can say very important sexual organ because it producing sexual hormone, feed the brain, producing sexual hormone, feeding the organ, producing the sexual hormone to make sperm and egg and to have baby. So that is very vital energy that we have.
Great. I would love to ask you about the woman, multi-orgasmic woman, but before we go into this, there is another problem for many men, like how they can do this training, this practice alone if they don't have a partner. And many men has, for example, a masturbation addiction. So what would you recommend for them?
We call single cultivation. That means if you are by yourself, you still can do practice it. So we have a lot of single men, and they don't want to marry, and they're practicing it when they understand the theory. Because if you don't do anything now, you're going to get the prostate gland problem. You're going to get for men, you get the prostate gland problem, and you get the pelvic floor get problem. So all these sexual hormone is sucking down, and now people are when this one leaking out, you don't make sex. So when people know sex and they don't know how to transform the sexual energy, they end up with wet dream at night, and sometimes continue so many days, wet dream like that. Actually, wet dream in a Tao said you lose a lot of energy. If you have no partner, you can masturbation, but you have no ejaculation. So the Tao said, I asked my master, and I still remember the thing that he says. So he told me that, remember one thing, masturbation without ejaculation, you can masturbation all the way to the heaven. So I said, oh, masturbation not sin, okay? Because you activate the sexual energy. Now when you feel 7 or 8, you rest. you feel so much energy. Okay, now they're in the point of going to be 9 is on the point of no return. So now when you're 7 and 8, they said you driving a horse and on the crib, and you see the crib, you prepare it, and you stop before you go to the crib. So in the Tao said, when people don't know and don't know where to stop ejaculation, they ride on the crib and boom, they fall down from the crib. But in this one, you still can come back again when the body recover, and the next time you experience that, okay, I make a mistake. Now I have to be 7, 8, and how so now in the Tao practice, very precise, step by step, you follow it and try and error a few times, you have it.
Wow, that's so fascinating. So it means even if man is alone, he doesn't have a partner, he can still harvest this sexual energy in this solo cultivation. Is it true?
Yes, that is why we said in this practice in China they still practice it because they separate out the Tao priest or the Tao practice. So the Tao priest separate from the nun, the Tao lady. Okay, they are on a different mountain, but they need yin and yang. So they have so sometimes one the Tao lady on the other mountain and the Tao man in the other mountain, and when they practice to one level, they can exchange their energy, or we call go to the soul and spiritual body. So if we're talking about now, like we say, the soul sex or spiritual sex. So that is the practice that in the Tao, the higher level, they do that.
Oh, yeah. So it's a higher level.
So that means basically, it doesn't mean a person devote and swear that I will become a monk or become a priest or become a Taoist. It doesn't mean your body not producing sperm right away. Okay. So if the person is about 30, 40 years old, the man can have sperm producing up to 100 years old if they still happy. So it's still so many years, they're still going to produce sperm. But when you practice and practice and practice, the sperm started to reduce and less and lesser, because we keep on transform. When the sperm want to produce, we change the sperm energy back into life force, because it's the same energy. Into life force, return to the brain, return to the organ, return to the body.
Great. So does it mean that in the old times in ancient China, the masturbation was something good that even monks practiced?
Yes. So when you want to learn all these things, the first thing, you learn how to develop, transform the sexual energy successfully. Now you can control easier.
This is a Taoist answer how you should treat your sexuality, right?
Yes. So the Tao practice is for general everybody, normal people. Okay, not only for monk and nun.
Okay, maybe let's speak about the woman. So, does the woman lose energy when she has a normal sex, not in the Taoist way?
No, women actually when they make love, they absorb energy from men. So that's why, and men also absorb yin energy from women. So that's why we say, when we understand man is yang and woman is yin, and yin and yang have to come together, become one Tai Chi, yin yang move. So that's why when man and woman reunion, we call the reunion, the heaven and earth are reunion. So that's why we say when man and woman make love, actually you activate the earth energy and heaven energy and reunion.
So how can a woman become multi-orgasmic? What is a Taoist?
So women actually are easy to have orgasm. So the Tao said the first step, they have to understand the clitoris and mysterious gate. So that is, we said like the clitoris and mysterious gate is like the gland penis of the man. Okay, the sensitive point is there. So that's why in the Tao they said, man you either to work on the clitoris, because the clit not in the vagina, okay, and it separate out from the vagina on the top. The clitoris is how activate and arousal the body. So that's why working on the clit and activate the clitoris is men have to learn a technique how to activate and arousal the clitoris, and women capable of many ejaculation. So that's why this Tao say when you activate the clitoris, you get the woman first ejaculation. Now, and when you go in and activate the mysterious gate, and that
gate is a G-spot.
The right? G-spot. That is when you put the finger, one finger or two finger in, and you hook up, you find that spot when the woman arousal orgasm is swollen up. So that is the gland system on the top there. So woman can have many ejaculation, orgasm and ejaculation, because woman ejaculation only fluid.
Does the woman need to stay in the control 7 and 8, same like the man?
Woman can have many time ejaculation, because woman only producing one egg, but man producing many million sperm, because when man ejaculation into the vagina, that is nearly 80-90% to 99% in the vagina of lady. They have so many acid, and those acid is try to kill the bacteria, and the sperm is like small bacteria. So they kill them 99.9%. Only left about 1 or 2% only. So the one that running the best and faster and stronger have a chance to entering the egg. And that is how they're creating a baby that way.
Woman can have as many ejaculation as she wants, right?
But they need to have more water. They lose some energy also. Not say they don't lose, but they lose energy.
And if
but
they do the Taoist practice, do they still lose it?
So that if they do the Tao practice by we call orgasmic upward draw for lady, they draw energy up. But the men, if they don't practice, they end up with the woman take energy from the man. So we call, so in the olden time, they have, so some of the Western way, they make it so like a vampire, they call it a sexual vampire. Okay, so that is actually, they have a long perspective. Because the sexual vampire, they make love and they take all the energy of the man, or woman take all the energy from the man, or men learn how very good they can take energy from woman and drain a woman like that. So that is a little bit, that is an over story, over exaggerate too much. You know, it's not kind of super lady or super man that way. But that we know that woman can draw energy. If the man don't practice, women can, when they draw that orgasmic upward draw, they take some energy from men. And men getting weaker and weaker, the woman getting stronger and stronger. Yeah.
So what would you recommend to people like this? Can they protect themselves?
So they have to practice the orgasmic upward draw, and they have to train the pelvic muscle, learn how to contract and draw energy up into the spine, and draw energy, sexual energy up into the spine, and return the energy back into the brain and to the organs, to strengthening their body and organ and gland system.
Right. And what is the way that the both partners benefit each other?
If man practicing it, woman not practicing it, the man cannot join the woman that fast, but woman join the man faster. Yeah. So that's why in the Tao said men have to practice more. Women are in a sexual practice, we call more superior than men.
But if you practice, can you also give the energy to your partner?
Yeah, when you're practicing it and you open the microcosmic, you can help your partner opening the microcosmic.
And you can share this extra energy you harvest, right?
So you can share this energy to your partner also.
But what the woman can do, like it seems like she's dependent on the man to get the 3 orgasms. Is it possible that she can achieve orgasm on her own?
Yes, women actually can do their own very well, okay? Better than men. And a man definitely also, like we call the masturbation, and women also have masturbation, okay? So they're working with the clitoris, and they can working, when they go deeper, they're working with the mysterious gate. Though point mysterious gate is not exactly the penis can reach right away, because they cramp on the urethra, so not in the vagina.
So women can masturbate all the way to the heaven as well, right?
Yes. So in the Tao say that women can have arousal orgasm and harvest this energy, so they have more energy.
Right. So in the Tao, masturbation is like a good exercise, right?
It's nothing wrong or sinful, because we say you are make yourself feel happy, or you pressure yourself. There's nothing wrong to make yourself happy and pressure yourself. Okay.
It's amazing how open-minded the people, the ancient Taoist masters were. And there's the last question for the woman. Is it okay for them to use the vibrators?
Yeah, if some men by a woman, they don't have a partner, or sometimes the partner not satisfy the woman. So the vibration is another thing that human produce, human inventing, okay? And that is actually helping women, because women sometimes is slow to feel orgasm, and sometimes men, not every man want to study something and try to please the woman and try to find a way to also help the woman orgasm and ejaculation. So that's why in the Tao said the first rule is when you make love, the first compassion in a man is we want the woman have arousal, orgasm, ejaculation first. That is the first step. Because women, when they arousal, orgasm, and ejaculate, they feel so relaxed. And now men can enjoy and more control and make love. And after that, woman very quick, it come back again and have the second orgasm and ejaculation. Yeah.
That's great. Should they be careful about the sensitivity? Because some people report if you use vibrators, you lose sensitivity.
Yes, that means some of them is too fast, too vibration. And human penis cannot do that, or human finger cannot do that, okay? And some people, they are so hooked up into this kind of vibrator, yeah. But they are different from penis that have warmth and energy and life force of human.
Yeah, well, that's great. So is it true that also you teach how the partners can heal each other?
So we have what we call 8 benefits that is passing down very long time ago. And now I improve them into a more modern way and very simple and understandable practice. So we call 8 benefits. When you feel arousal, orgasm, now when you say, when person say, I have problem or I have sickness or my kidney is weak, so you can stop and you draw energy into your kidney. If you had liver problem, so when you stop, when you make love and feel arousal, orgasm, you rest for a moment and you draw orgasm, arousal, orgasm to the liver and wrap around the liver and you're strengthening the liver. So organ by organ. So we got 8 benefits. Yeah.
That sounds so amazing. So does it mean like practically, like for example, you get cold, you get running nose, and you make love for, I don't know, for period of time, and you can
actually people, when they make love, the cold or stuffy nose gone. Okay, yeah, because that is you activate the energy.
So you can bring this extra energy to the parts of the body that are
to heal yourself.
So well.
Right.
And can you do it for your partner if your partner doesn't practice, but you?
Yes.
Help?
So if the man practice and women not practice, they can use the hand when resting for a moment. They can, when they can have hand put on the coccyx and sacrum, and the other hand put on the base of the skull or the back, so they can feel that the energy go up into the spine, and you help your partner to open the microcosmic. When both practicing and both good, now each one can help each one better.
Great, and so I think after this point, the people would wonder how they can learn it.
Yes, so we have in the Tao Gardens, that is in northern part of Thailand, it's Chiang Mai. So every year we have people come over from the world. We have now we have winter retreat. We have a group of people here, and after that we have the spring and the fall. So we do about two retreat in here.
So if they want to come here to your home place in Tao Garden in Thailand, as I know you have, you teach the sexual alchemy, the healing love in July, and the summer retreat, and also December when you do the full formula of
Yes.
healing love, and the winter retreat would be January, right? So it's
Yeah.
like 3 months when you teach exactly.
So we're teaching from lower level up to the higher level.
Yeah. And also you are always doing new online courses, so people can learn it online as well, is it?
Yes, so the online is very developed, and we have nearly reaching around the whole world, and the number increasing. So the most latest number is 9 million people that are know or reading or aware of this Tao practice. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much, Master Chia.
Thank you.
Time.
Thank you.
Very
Very
fascinating.
Yes.